On November 20th, 2006, I was in a supply convoy coming out of Baghdad, Iraq, and we were hit by a pressure plate IED, and I was knocked unconscious.
Sustained pretty severe bone and soft tissue injuries to both my feet when a roadside bomb struck my vehicle in southern Afghanistan. I shattered my heels, shattered my right leg, both the tibia and the fibula, and big lacerations on the bottoms of my feet, and dislocated my ankles.
The reality settled once I had a brain scan done and I realized that I had brain damage on the left side of my brain. It was a pretty harsh realization, but it finally made sense to all the different complications I was having, such as memory problems, dizziness, and just not feeling well all the time.
You know, a lot of what we go through, I think, is harder on the families than it is on us. You know, we're stuck in the situation and we have to deal with it. You know, we just don't really have a lot of time to feel sorry for ourselves, and I think most of us don't feel sorry for ourselves, and the people here definitely don't. But I know, at least with my family, you know, they worry about me more than I worry about myself. So I think for them to see me happy and with some peers, a good solid peer group, I think it's healing for them.
So for the individual athlete that's here, it helps them because they have reached really the pinnacle of sports. They are truly warrior athletes. But what I like to think is that they're going to spread the good news. And so these athletes, when news of this event, these 5 days get out, they're going to have soldiers at the camp posts and stations around the world be motivated by the experience and by the effort that's going to be demonstrated this week during Warrior Games.
Well, these men and women come here expecting to push themselves to a certain point. I believe, without exception, they come and they push themselves even farther. They find even new limits. We get the opportunity here to see these men and women grow right in front of our eyes.
Seeing these people doing things that they didn't think that they could do, myself doing things I didn't think I could do, you know, and just having a good time. For me, it's mostly about camaraderie and staying positive and staying active and healthy.
Training for the Warrior Games has been the biggest, I guess, Training for the Warrior Games has been the biggest amount of just joy and pride that I've ever felt in my entire life. It's really changed my life on every aspect. I spent 3 years not doing anything and not doing anything active because I used to black out a lot. And it gave me the sense of surrounding that everybody around me is injured too, but we all do it together.
And sports is a very vital part of their healing. How they set goals, aspirational goals, and it helps these warriors, these athletes every day to heal and transition back to the military and/or out to a civilian career.
And that's a big part of what sport, what competitive sport, what vigorous physical activity does for them. It's great for them physically, but I think it's even more powerful for them mentally and emotionally, for their self-esteem, for the realization that they can go do just about anything they set their mind to, that life is still a huge opportunity out in front of them.
You know, these men and women from all the different branches are really a spectacular group of individuals, and just their desire to be involved and get better and be active and better themselves. It's just I'm honored to be around these group of people.